Hello, happy Monday. I am outdoors. I was running around this morning grabbing some earnest money checks. So I was out and about and got home, and my family swiped me away and said, we're going to the Northwoods. So we're out here about to start a walk. But since I said I'm coming on here at 2, I am coming on here at 2, and I want to see, somebody's going to have to tell me how I can see who is here with me. So I don't know how to see that. So anyways, I had great reviews on everyone wanting to hear more about health and nutrition. So I'm going to get to that. But what I want to go over today, because I was on a great webinar last night with one of my dear mentors who I just think the world of, Chris and Lori Harder. I don't know if you know them. If not, check them out on Instagram, Facebook. In the last recession, he was a mortgage broker, and they basically lost everything and said they would not let that happen again. And in the last 10 years have created multiple streams of income, or multimillionaires. They live in a dream house in California. And just he has a coaching program, and right now he's just giving back. So I hopped on a free webinar last night, and it was really just to kind of inform of things to do while we're at home and how to prepare yourself for what may be coming. So I'm just going to run over his tips, because I was on calls all last night, got up and did the homeschooling thing. I don't know. Actually, Jesse's home, so he did most of the homeschooling thing while I worked today. And so I just wanted to come on, and really the first tip he had is to track your monthly outgo and stop the bleeding. If there's any payments you can stop, he said mortgage companies, car payments, your credit cards, all of them can forego your payments for right now. So even your mortgage, even if you have money right now, he suggested like calling your mortgage company and just putting it on hold for a couple months and putting it at the end of your payment. So that was tip 1, is to also negotiate with creditors. It's a great time you can stop or lower your interest on your credit cards, mortgage, defer payments. So that was awesome to kind of hear him on his take on what to do. The second thing is you must right now build a powerful routine. And I had a powerful routine for myself, but now with kids at home schooling, needed to pivot, we'll say, and start a new routine with them. So what I've been doing for myself, I'm adding with them. So the first thing we did is to just get up and feel abundant, say how glad we are, pray, think about all the good things that we are grateful for, and just really get gratitude in our mindset positive. So we're grateful. Then we got up and we went for a walk, and it was gorgeous. We saw the sunrise. It was so beautiful. We hadn't seen the sun for a few days. So gorgeous. So we went out on a family walk, which was beautiful. And I didn't realize this, but in Minnesota, I guess typically we only see around 100 days of sunshine. So really the sunset and sunrises, my little girl's like, oh, who cares? We always see it. I'm like, no, we don't. We maybe see it a third of the time here in Minnesota. So I'm trying to get her to be more grateful and thankful for our gorgeous sunrises and sunsets. So that's how you can get up, pray, be grateful, move your body, and get your whole family enrolled. And then read. So we didn't do this today because it was enough right there, but tomorrow I'm going to try to get everyone to read for at least 10 minutes, 10 pages, something. And then listen to a podcast. There's great ones for kids. I always listen to a morning podcast, so I'll probably have to pivot and listen to something that the kids will be intrigued and interested. So those are a little bit how you can install just a powerful morning routine of gratitude before you turn on the news, before you check your Facebook, before you see any negativity. So your mind is around abundance, happiness, and you know what you're doing for the day. Number 3 is, he said, find runway. So basically find 3 months of income. I have learned this years ago. I was in a financial services company. So blessed. I finally grasped this concept and have 3 months saved. If you do not have 3 months saved, this is where it would come in handy to call your mortgage company, call your credit cards, stop making those payments so you can save 3 months of income. So save 3 months. Get resourceful on doing that, but you should always have 3 months of income set aside. And get resourceful. So an awesome thing is, he said, April, May, and going into June, even if you have to sell things, to get your 3 months of income. So it will be slow April and May, but then we're going to get the stimulus. So families are going to come in with, $3,400 up to, if you have a couple kids. So we talked about the stimulus, which I don't know how many everyone knows. He kind of went more in depth in that, so I can always share with you. But I don't want to take a whole lot of time here today. And as people get these, another couple tips he had for getting into your 3 months of income to have saved is you can tap into retirement accounts. Right now is a great time to tap into lines of credit because things are still pretty good. But if it gets ugly here in the next month or two, banks are going to tighten up. We've already seen on home mortgage purchases, you used to need like a 620 credit score. They are raising the limits to having, you need a 680 credit score, 660 to 680, I think. So that bumped up. So we're going to see banking industries tighten up on if you need a line of credit cards, maybe not, being so willing to start new credit cards. So right now, while things are still good, tap into your line of credit. Open a credit card with no balance. So do what you can to be proactive to get savings if it does happen to get ugly in the next month or two. And then the 4th thing is invent new income. People everywhere are getting laid off. Even if they're not laid off, hours are being cut. I just met with somebody and they're still working. However, he's in food supply. So restaurants aren't open. They used to work 80 hours a week. His hours are just to normal hours. He said some truckers aren't wanting to truck. So really there's a trickle down effect into so many things that we probably didn't even think of. Like my husband, not as many people driving. So now he's not needing to fill up the gas stations as much. So his hours are cut. So even if you're still working, people's hours are getting cut. So inventing new income. There is really right now opportunity everywhere. So just look at your situation, look at people's situation, look what's going on, and what do people need right now. And then you can look at how does my skill set fit into solving these needs. He had some tips. You could become, if you're good at relationships, people are being home. I've had to be at home with my husband. This is going on week 4. We've never, ever, ever spent this much time again. So people might be needing relationship coaches. You're home with your kids. You might need help with a relationship with your kids. So relationship coach, if you're good at coaching or relationships. Tutor, being kids are home and doing schoolwork. Maybe if you're good with kids, and a tutor, or if you're a teacher, look at tutoring kids. Parental coach, meditation coach. Right now people are highly stressed, and that is one saving grace is I meditate at least 2 to 3 times a day now. so helpful just getting into silence and breathing and knowing everything's going to be okay. Because when you're in meditation and peace and with God and gratitude, it helps. So try that. If you're good with money advice, business advice, health advice, fitness, career, there was this guy who, a famous speaker, all the speaking gigs have been shut down. So you think of all the speakers that had speaking things that no longer can speak. One speaker got creative, and now he went to talk to CEOs and upper management, and he's into digital leadership. So he saw a need. Instead of crying that his speaking gigs are gone, he went and did something. Started a nutrition blog. So many ideas. So just, again, what do people need right now? If your skill set sees a need, create something. Number 5 is eventually get to 12 months runway. So you have 12 months saved. And I was super close to that, because that's always been a financial goal of mine, just to have a year of savings, because I went through the last crash and I almost lost everything. So it's really been for 10 years a mission of mine, because I knew it would happen again. Number 6, build a September plan. He said this is really going to be one of the greatest moments in life. The greatest waterfall of money will be exchanging in September, which is so exciting, that it could be really that short-lived if everyone takes a step back, breathes, and does smart things with their money. If we all cut our finances right now, live minimalistically, and then he said by May, as people get their stimulus, people are going to have spring fever, people are going to be moving about. Hopefully we can get out and about and things return to normal. We'll see more businesses open. We'll see the restaurants open back up. And it just returned to normal. So, hey Jackie, oh, I see that. Yeah, we did go through that together. You were right there for me. We were together. So yes, I hope you guys are enjoying this message and bringing hope. Like, he instilled hope and just a positivity. And yes, this is a terrible time, but really, if we're all smart, we can follow through. And by September, man, we could have a booming economy again. And just, this is where millionaires are created, honestly, because you have to get creative. You have to think of different ways to earn income. Even if you're a teacher right now, you're teaching, but you have extra time. Like, think of your skill set as teachers. Holy cow, you guys are so gifted. I mean, you could, think of so many ways. So if you're open to it, I would love to business strategize with you. Put our heads together. When I talk with people, I can see so many gifts that they may have. Like, I don't see gifts in myself, but I'll talk to people and they're like, oh my gosh, you have these gifts and these gifts. So I want to help you find your gifts, your talents, and I want to help you get through this and just be there all together. And nobody freak out, because we all need to keep level heads so we can keep this economy going, survive this here together. And and it is absolutely gorgeous today, guys. So if you haven't been outside yet, go outside, look at the sun for 10 minutes. It's not Florida and there are dead trees, but the sun feels gorgeous and alive, and I'm starting to see green things. So hope you guys are having a great day. I would love if you could like, share. If you're watching this on replay, let me know. And let's get the good news about good things out, as well as, so much negative. I have tuned off the negative, so I don't even know what's out there. So I'm just trying to be positive, bring light and hope, because I think it's going to be a great time, especially today with the sun. So you guys all have a great day. Thank you for watching. Like, share, comment, post, as my little guy says, and make it a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow I am going to be giving health tips and info. I'm going to pull it together and come up with something great. So we'll see you tomorrow. And I'm thinking it might be around this time, because night times we typically do dinner and a little family time, and then I usually have calls, from 7 to 9. So I really like the afternoon. Hopefully we'll see you around this time tomorrow. Have a great day.